I made ENHYPEN Quizzes. Well, I didn't directly make these quizzes, but I did do an interview with WikiHow, and now I'm credited for these quizzes. So I thought, you know what, let's try and do these quizzes and see how we go. Baby! Who is my ENHYPEN boyfriend? Oh my god! Start quiz. Alright, which quality do you value most in a partner? Humor, loyalty, patience, respect, honesty, and empathy. Honestly, loyalty and respect is something that should be innate and normal in a relationship. Like that's not really a value you should have. That's like kind of like a compulsory thing to be in a relationship. So I won't count those. Patience, you don't have to be the most. Empathy, I don't know. I mean, humor, like I joke around a lot, so it's important for humor. But I would honestly say a good good empathetic person. Are you more introverted or extroverted? I am very introverted. Which ENHYPEN song are you playing on repeat? Fever, Bite Me, Sweet, Venom, Drunk Days, Polaroid Love, EXO. The one song that I played the most is Fever, and I learned to dance to it, but I'm not gonna do it. Choose the love language that's the most important to you. Quality time, physical touch, receiving gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation. I'm very picky with my time, so if I'm willing to give you time of my day to spend time with you, that is the most important quality time, most important one. When you have a crush on someone, how do you act? I play it cool. I openly flirt with them. I avoid them at all costs. I act the same as always. I freak out and scream internally. I openly flirt with them. Like whenever I have a crush on someone, I'm like, hey, I like you. I just want to let you know that you don't have to like me back, but I just want to let you know I am attracted to you. That's how I am. And then, and if they want to be friends, we continue being friends, but I just let them know that, I'm into them. Just so it's not like, oh, that guy that ruined the friendship. And though I have done that, but like, you know what I mean. Would you be jealous if your partner held your friend's jacket while they put it on? Well, no, it's polite and hopeful. Yes, it's a little too intimate for me. Like, it totally depends on which friend. It's fine. It's just jacket. I'm not that. I don't overthink like that. What's your idea of the perfect first date? Something low pressure like coffee or walk in the park. Yeah, something active like rock climbing or visiting an arcade. Visiting an arcade, maybe not. I like rock climbing. Something creative like going to a museum or art gallery. Something food focused like trying a new cafe or restaurant. Okay, when it's a first date, I want to get to know and talk to the person. So something low pressure like coffee, walk in a park. Something like that. In your opinion, which of these is the ultimate red flag in dating? Love bombing? I don't exactly know what that is. Extreme jealousy, maybe poor communication, lack of accountability, disrespecting boundaries. Poor communication, I've been there a lot, and it is very harmful. But disrespecting boundaries shows that you can't trust your partner. So I'm going to say disrespecting boundaries. Fill in the blank. I want a relationship that feels sweet and stable, fun and exciting, deep and meaningful, steamy and passionate, grounding and peaceful. I want something sweet and stable. That's how I want it. Alright. And finally, what's your zodiac sign? I am a Cancer, June 22nd. Let's go. Hey! Got my Aussie boy Jake. Let's go. There's more to learn. Okay, let's see. You're friendly, genuine, and fun to be around, making you the perfect match for Jake. Fans call Jake a human golden retriever because he's so sweet and lovable, and his personality would totally melt your heart. He wouldn't be afraid to show the world how much he cares about you, whether it's holding your hand or giving you a quick smooch in public. Together, you'd make everyone simultaneously jealous and obsessed with your relationship. Oh, the boy from Brisbane, the boy from Melbourne, just... That's probably a fanfic somewhere, I don't know. And who's my ENHYPEN soulmate? Pretty much kind of the same, but on a deeper level. Because I personally think soulmate isn't just romantic, I think it is also like platonic. So a soulmate can be anyone in your life. Who's your bias? Well, you're probably going to pick it, but yeah, it is Jake, because, Aussie boy, Aussie represent. What would your role be in a K-pop group? A leader, main vocalist, visual, main rapper, main dancer. Where is... the comic relief position? That should be a position. I would slay it in that. But I would say main dancer, because I've learned a few dances here and there. What word do you think your friends would use to describe you? Mature? No. Determined? Caring? Goofy? Not? It depends on which friend, because like, it takes me a while to warm up to someone and be all goofy and all that. I am quite determined, especially with certain things. Probably caring. But here's the thing, I either don't care at all about something, or I care something with my entire life. So I would say more determined. I'm determined to do a lot of things. Which romantic gift would you want most to receive? A wild ride on the back of a motorcycle, a flower bouquet the size of a person, an overnight stay in a ritzy hotel, a long and heartfelt love letter. Okay, if it's handwritten and like handmade, heartfelt love letter. That's what I want. What was the last photo you took? A gorgeous view. A friend. What was that I took? I don't really take pictures. I just Oh, I took a picture of a worm. I'll show it on screen now. I took a picture of a worm that was in my garage as I was going out to the gym, and I thought, oh, it's a worm. So there's that. And Brian Wu just has 31 consecutive scoreless innings in T-Mobile Park. Sorry, I have Mariners versus Angels baseball game. Brian Wu, my favorite baseball pitcher. Anyways, the last photo that I took was something interesting I saw while out and about. A pet photo, not a food photo. Although worms low key look delicious. Something else. It's something else or something I saw while out and about. I wasn't out and about. I was in my garage. Something else. Choose a flower that speaks to you. Sunflower, cherry blossom, white daisy, wilted rose. Okay, not a wilted rose. I wouldn't say a white daisy. I'm feeling sunflower. Great song by Post Malone as well. Choose an extracurricular activity or club: sports, theater, art club, science club. Ooh, it's between the top three, not science. I would say sports. I'm more of a sporty person, because like theater, maybe I like to act, but like it's mostly like improv, little things, but not so much so like a whole play. In art club, I like to draw and stuff, but a lot of things are like digital now, and not a lot of people do arts and craft really, not like of the analog practical stuff. So I'm gonna say sports, because I love to play baseball the most, and I also love soccer or football depending on who you are, AFL as well, and basketball for fun. But I grew up with a lot of guys that took it very seriously, and as a guy that's like 5'2", it's just you can't really have fun in there when a lot of guys are just much taller than you and really trying to think they're LeBron James, but really they're not. What's your biggest weakness? I'm a little shy. That I don't think before I act. Sometimes I do. I'm sometimes too confident. Nope. I can be a little over dramatic. I'm a little shy. I take a long time to warm up to people, and I always get worried and anxious when approaching new people. Choose a cute way to meet your soulmate. We're rivals who keep trying to beat each other. Eventually, we both catch secret feelings. We lock eyes from across the club, then dance our way into each other's arms. They pull me out of the way of a speeding car, and we collapse on top of each other. Romance interests. That's traumatic, in my opinion. We're walking our dogs, and our leashes get tangled. We both apologize. They ask if I'm single. Ooh. I'm into the rivals thing. I'm into rivals to lovers thing. Because here's the thing. When you're walking, let's say I'm walking my dog, yeah? And then we tangle our leashes, right? And you're like, oh, sorry about that. Nah, it's all good. You single? I'm like, we just had a little kerfuffle. You don't need to ask for my relationship status. That's a bit weird. And speeding car, that's traumatic. I'd feel like thankful and saved, but I wouldn't be like, I want to be romantical with this person and look eyes from across the club and then dance the night away. That's not really romantic. It's more lustful, in my opinion, from experience. So I'm gonna say we're rivals who keep trying to beat each other. If you were something in the night sky, you'd be the northern lights, a constellation of stars, the moon, a comet. Ooh, what am I though? That's a hard question. I'm not the northern lights. I wouldn't say I'm a constellation of stars. The moon, a comet. I wouldn't say the moon. I don't know, I'd say a comet. I'm just passing by. Passing through. The paparazzi cuts up to you and you're biased. What do? You run away. No pictures, please. We strike a pose like a perfect power couple. We're so cool and ignore them. Yeah, if I had a paparazzi, I'd just be walking through like, okay, I need to get to my place. Take pictures all you want, blah, blah, blah. Choose a fortune to get from a fortune cookie. Failure is what comes before growth. Limits only exist in your head. Laugh louder to live longer. Knowledge is worth more than money. Not the second or fourth. I am a bit of a laugher, I will admit. Laugh louder to live longer. Don't take life too seriously, that's my opinion. Jake and Jay sitting in a... No, what? And it says, like Jay, you're cool and composed, which means you're the perfect person to match his calm and collected personality. But you've got a great sense of humor, which is exactly what Jay needs to bring out his light-hearted side, which can be super goofy if you know which buttons to press. You also have a great sense of empathy, which makes you and Jay equally sensitive and caring partners. Oh, we're level-headed, hilarious, and empathetic. Oh! So yeah, my boyfriend is Jake, but my soulmate is Jay. Oh my gosh, I'm a slut.